So let me share. Neeti, is it okay to you now?
Yes.
Okay. So now we have to move our next step. And guys, what is next step? So we have to use some another functions. Yeah. So in our data, see in our data, first you have to read it your data complete. In our data, we have date, serial number, address, category. So guys, see in the category, you have different category. See American restaurant, bakery restaurant, coffee and tea, fast food, fried chicken joint, ice cream and taco. So in the outside, we have seen the total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Total of we have 7 categories in our restaurant. Okay, but how to calculate this 7 category in the card chart? How to calculate? There is a simple option, two option. I am going to tell you both the option via implicit as well as explicit. Click on this value, okay, and go to this fast food. There is a category. Where is the category? Category. So click this category into field. See, the first category is American. If you click on this, and there is an option of count distinct. If you click on this count distinct, this value will give you the 7. But guys, this is implicit. Okay, but how to calculate explicit? Same way. Any idea in your mind how to calculate explicit? Because here we don't need to calculate sum, because if you calculate a sum, it is not a numerical data, because sum is usable only for numerical data. So let me show you how to calculate via explicit. So there is an option here, categories, total categories. We can write it here as total categories. So for this total categories, guys, we have an option here, distinct count function. Okay, so distinct count function you can use, and distinct count function asks you a column name. So which column name you want? Category. Enter and just enter. So if you category and distinct count means it will give you the unique value of the count. And click on this total category into the outside and click this new chart, card chart. See, the answer will be the 7 category. But some people are using, let me go into new measure. They are using only count function. And what is the difference between count and distinct count? Let me show you. Total transaction. Total transaction we have. In our total transaction we have till now. So some people are using count function, and they can just use a category. Some people using, instead of distinct count, they are using just count function. Okay, but count function give you the total of the count of the rows. The total count of rows, let me show you here, and click on this card chart. See the total count. See, right now we have selected the date range, so count rows is 2898. If I select complete, it will give you the 10,500 something rows. Click here, data label. So instead of auto, you can use none. None means the total of complete value. See, so count function give you the total of the count of the rows in which you have a data, but distinct count give you the unique value of the data. Same function we are using, so same column we are using into total. See, categories column, but for distinct count also we are using the same categories column, but the function should be different. This is distinct count, and distinct count will be give you the unique value of the column. Unique value of the column. And guys, this is not similar for just one column. Suppose if you have countries data, if you have region data, if you have suppose employer data, employee data, because one employee has multiple transaction into day wise, so you can use distinct count there also. So there is a many option. Click on this data chart, and one by one we are going to use. This is your total transaction, this is your total category. So go to this fast food restaurant, So total category is done. Now we have total cities wise data. Okay, countries guys, we have only one country, so we cannot do country because total of only we have one country like US, because we are going to uh, visualization on the basis of only for US chart, only for US country. Suppose if you have many country, like then you can use your distinct count, like in the corona cases, in some other population cases, you can use multiple countries chart as well as. So now city we have. So click on the new measure, click new measure again. Function should be same, only column should, needs to change, is different column, which is city column. So here we have total city. Distinct count, and you can use your city column. City column. So just enter the city, put this card chart 2764 city in the US country. So we are going to analyze 2764 country. And same way, if you change the date range, every data should be changed. See, every data, only category not change, because in this category, this is the unique category and is divided. Suppose if you move more closer, maybe it should change. No, no change. Okay, no change. See, now it's six category. So till this year, till this duration, we have only used six category, and total city is 414. Total transaction is 828. So this is complete your 818 transaction data. So now total cities we have, same way. You have to just analyze your data, and one by one you have to go. Now city is complete, country is complete, latitude, longitude, no name, guys, name. You need to calculate your restaurant name, that how many restaurant you have in your data. So name is a very main thing. So click on this new measure, and how many names, how many restaurant name you have, how many restaurant data you have. So click on this, and total restaurants. Total restaurant means you have to value of distinct count, and you can use name. So total restaurant, click here, card chart. So total restaurant guys, we have 472 restaurant till only here. If you click move down, 560 restaurant total we have. So in the 10,000 and 518 transaction, we are going to have only 560 restaurant, and 560 restaurant deals in 7 categories. And in total cities is 21764. So this is your mainly presentation data will be ready, like your summary chart will be ready, complete summary chart. Okay, so in the first page you can use your complete summary chart, the total transaction, total city, total categories, total restaurant, and the page one you have, this is the sales data, this one, like sales cost, this all are the your basic data of your transaction, categories, delivery cost. Okay, and guys, same thing, click on this new page, adding one table, and now categories, total 7 categories we have, total sales, and total sales, click this column chart, total sales, right? Total categories. Okay, go to here, rows, you have to use categories, 1 2 3 4 7 categories, and in the column, not city, year wise, show year. See, total yearly wise you have data of categories by in 2010 American restaurant, your total sales, this one, So this is changeable 1 by 1 year. So you have to compare your change. 2010 you have 230, and guys, same way, this value you can just copy it and just paste it. This is just for column chart. Same way you can just copy into line chart as well. As see your line 2010 to 2021, your sale will be decreasing. Every day your sale will be decreasing. So you can analyze your sales data, that why it is decreasing. Okay, and then you can move your sales upward. In 2010 the sales will be higher. In 2011, 2012, 13, 14, 15, 16, this is the decreasing sales. Okay, so this way you can change your sales and analyze your data, and then you can decision making on this basis of data. So now this type of visualization also you can maintain. So that is the reason, guys, because for explicit measure is helping us more. Explicit measure is helping us more as compared to implicit data. So guys, tell me any other doubt, Neeti and Prachi, you have? And tomorrow next class we will have to some further calculation, that for every department, suppose if you need to calculate only this 7514 value in the column in the card chart, only this 715 70514, then how to calculate? Only this 977 value in the card chart, then how to calculate? Because this value will not calculate it. Because if suppose if your manager asks you in 2020, tell me the total number of sale of this American restaurant in 2020. So you tell that 144, but how to tell in the card chart? That I will show you how to calculate in the card chart as well as. Okay. So same thing we will done in next class. So next class this project will be complete. This some little functions we have. So next class we will complete this project measure, and to the next class and the last class in the Friday we will complete uh, the complete dashboard presentation in the visualization. If you need the visualization, then I can do. Otherwise, we can start the new project.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So thank you, guys. And any other doubt you have, you can, Prachi, you have to send me the file of your working, and Niti also you.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll send it.
Yeah, you can send me, and my email ID I will send you that in my WhatsApp as well as here also I send it to you. Where is it?
Okay.
Okay, I will send the into WhatsApp to you so that you can share. Okay.
Okay.
Thank,
Thank you.
thank you, guys. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye. Take